On location for the 39th annual Hash Bash reached my plateau live with the organizer of the event, Adam Brook.
Hey, Zig Zag man, what's happening at Hash Bash 2010?
ZIG ZAGULAR Spectacular, and it is spectacular.
My name's Adam Brook. I want to welcome you to the 39th annual Ann Arbor Hash Bash. Understand that once you leave here, you're on city property. Marijuana is a civil infraction. If you can get a cop to write you a ticket, God bless you, God bless the cop, pay the ticket, and have a good time, stay with the collector's items. It's a civil infraction, it ain't I have cards. I want you to hold your card in one hand and your weed in the other. Let's see your weed. I'm supposed to be here to tell you not to smoke this stuff because it's bad for you. I spent a lot of time with John, and I have to tell you, he's one of the most brilliant men I know. And I'm there now. I guarantee you, if he's dead, he smokes pot and weed. True that.
ZIG ZAGULAR Spectacular. Adam with no voice. No voice. No voice. No nuts. Good, you had a good one. Are we on? How y'all doing? Welcome to Hash Bash. This is Adam in the girly voice. That's all that's left. Actually, I had surgery. That's what took my voice. And you should be here next year on the first Saturday in April. Every year. With the ZIG ZAGULAR Spectacular. How sweet it is. Live for the 46th annual Hash Bash in Ann Arbor. I'm with the man. Who wants the other color? Yeah. Whoa.
Can't waste them.
The hell no.
You gotta post them. Slap one and keep one.
How's that cup going?
It's killer, man. Off
Hash Bash Cup.
Tonight, John Sinclair.
Yeah.
El Dory, Tino Groves. Hash Bash Cup.
Part 2. Be there.
Be there. Be square.
Right. Rolling around like I do.
That is purple, man.
The only way. Oh, Mr. Adam.
You alright?
I'm alright. How you doing? Say something ZIG ZAGULAR.
ZIG ZAGULAR Spectacular. The man himself. We appreciate you coming out to the Diane 50th annual Ann Arbor Hash Bash.
Hell yeah. Great to see you, man. Always good. I'm glad you're here.
Looking good.
Glad you're here.
Big
You're
bag,
looking
heavy metal, huh?
all day long. Let me know when you're gonna talk, man. I want to listen.
There you go.
ZIG ZAGULAR Spectacular.
Hey man,
Adam.
ZIG ZAGULAR Spectacular. It's the 51st annual Ann Arbor Hash Bash. I'd love to have you, brother. Thank you for coming out one more time.
Man, you are the best. Thank you for coming again, man. I appreciate you more.
Long live John Sinclair.
Yes. What a tribute. Awesome, man. Thanks, man.
Great fate in the ZIG ZAGULAR Spectacular!
Live. A lot of people think, well, pot's legal. There's no reason to be here. Still can't smoke a joint in public. Bullshit. How many of y'all got a joint on you? Well, make sure you fire it up. I don't come out here and do this for me. I hate this, actually. I stress over this. I was scared to death that nobody would show up. Then I was afraid that thousands would show up. The reality is that we're going to have the largest impact in Ann Arbor that they've seen in months. Because you're all going to go to restaurants and you're all going to shop and you're going to spend money in this town. And they may not admit it, but they appreciate us. And the way they show their appreciation is that they don't arrest us and they don't fuck with us. Now, the reality is this, if you parked at a parking meter and you get a ticket, gladly pay it. It was worth $10 to fucking park a block away. That's right.
Fuck yeah!
Okay? Yeah. I didn't even bother feeding the meter. Cheaper. Just pay them their $10. I spoke with the cops earlier, the lieutenant. We couldn't get Lieutenant Dan. We got Lieutenant Paul. But he seems pretty cool. He wanted me to remind you folks, you can't sell anything on the diag. That's university problem policy. So that means you got to give your weed away.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's legal to give weed away. Yep. Also, I told him we wouldn't do much in the way of a program. So, being a man of my word, I'm going to let them do that. And I encourage the lieutenant to come up and stop.
Live on the ZIG ZAGULAR Spectacular. This is the band who helps out.
Look at
Adam,
you.
say something to
Get
ZIG
up.
ZAGULAR.
Hey, what's happening? Spectacular. I love it. How you doing, bro?
Good, how you been, man?
Good, man. So you got
Good to
some
see you.
sangria.
Real good to see you.
Yeah, hey, it's good to be seen, man. It's good to be seen.
On the scene. What a great day.
Oh, beautiful out. Beautiful.
Awesome. 44th annual.
Digging it. Next year, 45th.
We'll be here
April 2nd.
live and on
Can't beat it.
location. Awesome.
Appreciate
Ziggy
it.
zaggy, ziggy zaggy, smoke no choke.
That'd be good.
Live on location.
All right, coming up to kick off the speakers here, the guy that ran this show for a couple of decades, who took on a lot of challenges, who actually brought John Sinclair back into the fold years ago. He's more than earned his nickname, so let's hear it for Mr. Hash Bash, Adam Brook.
Hey, Hash Bash, how you doing? Listen, you're going to hear a lot of stuff from a lot of people today, so I'm not going to waste my time with that. Here's what I want to know. How many of you got dope on you right now? Here's a more important question. How many of you actually still have a medical marijuana card? Understand that that's the only paid vote that we're allowed. You go get that medical card, and those legislators see that there's more of us. We can't hand them any money, that's against the law. But we can all go get medical cards, and they can't stop us. And the more of us that they see that need it, the more they're willing to work with us, so it's easier for us to get. Man, I'm sorry. That was the first time I ever cried during that song. We brought John out here years ago because at the time he was an award-winning DJ down in New Orleans, and we knew that this event was based on his hard work and the time he spent in prison. So it meant a lot to us to get him back involved in the weed game. I had no idea that John Sinclair was a blues poet, and he used to do some. I need a medic somewhere, right out here, where these people are waving their hand. I need a medic, so if you're a medic, they need you. I need a medic too, but that's another story. There he goes. So here's the deal, folks. They referred to Laith El-Sadi as the Ann Arbor's prodigal son. Someone once named me Mr. Hash Bash. I didn't care for that. I was Adam L. Brook, and I helped put on the Hash Bash. I've learned to accept that I'm Mr. Hash Bash. But I put this event on long enough that I'm also going to claim to be its prodigal son.
Yeah! Yeah!
I don't care who likes it. But what's important about this event is that you take the knowledge you pick up here back home to your friends and family, and you educate them. And you smoke a lot of weed. That's important. If
if y'all get the chance, I'd suggest you pick a copy up somewhere.
Yes, great.
It's called It's All Good. It's a John Sinclair reader. And in John's memory, I'm going to deliver this poem that he wrote. I did it a couple years ago when he was ill in the hospital. And it's something that he used to do a lot. John Sinclair got thrown out of the Detroit boat club, yacht club, I don't know. We were doing a gig there, and he started doing this poem, and the lady walked up to him and took the microphone away from him. So I figured you'd all appreciate it. It's called Ain't Nobody's Business.
Yeah!
John wrote it for his buddy Henry Normile, Bradley Jones, and Bob Righteous Redneck. We have a right to our bad habits. If we want to blow our minds or fuck up our lives, shoot dope or smoke cocaine, if we want to eat too much meat, sit around all day and watch TV, stay up all night listening to music by Charlie Parker and Screamin' Jay Hawkins, if we want to walk around naked, fuck our eyes out, eat some pussy, or suck a cock, take it up the ass, get our nuts off 700 times a day, lay around and drink whiskey, bet on games, shoot dice, sell some pussy on the street, if we want to gamble in casinos, or spend our money in a whorehouse, give the president a blowjob in his big chair in the White House, walk around the streets with all our belongings in little bags. That was a John move.
I like that one, yep. And little
sleep in doorways, piss in the gutter. If we want to sleep away the day, never answer the telephone, take every meal in restaurants and bars, and never exercise. And if it comes to the end of the line for us, we have every right to blow our motherfucking brains out, or jump off a bridge, or take ourselves away from here any way we might want to. Then baby, please, we got a right to our bad habits, and it ain't nobody's business if we do. I appreciate that because John and I worked together for years, and when I lost my father, he became a father to me. So
God bless you.
I suggest y'all learn a little bit about him, because what you think you know is a very small part of his life. And the coolest part is what he actually did and who he did it with and what it created and how it created. And most of that happened in Ann Arbor. They chased him out of Detroit, so he came to Ann Arbor. And I have the honor to introduce our next speaker. And John couldn't have done it by himself back then. There was a minister of this and a minister of that, but I know who really kept it all together. So it's my great honor to introduce one of the best photographers I've ever seen. I suggest you get her book. But she photographed the history that created John Sinclair. So with great pleasure, I'd like to introduce Lenny Sinclair.
Let's go, Lenny! It should have been John here right now, but the Great Spirit had other plans for him and called him home. But he's here in spirit. Every one of you here is part of it.
Bash. Please give it up for Adam Brook, everybody! Thank you.
Go Adam! Go Adam! Go Adam! question. How many of you got a joint in your pocket? You pull it out! Keep a joint in your pocket. Why? Come on, we're here to smoke weed, aren't we? This is a smoke-in. I appreciate y'all coming out. You need to know that we're moving faster than some of us ever thought we would. However, we're still at war. Think about the last guy that got lynched down south. Think he thought things were getting better? I don't think so. I know people that are getting arrested today. Things aren't as good as you think they are. We have a lot of work to do. And it's an event like Hash Bash where we can all come together and educate ourselves about what we need to do in order to make this happen. So I encourage all of you to sign both petitions that are out there. Matter of fact, personally, I believe that anytime someone shows you a ballot petition, you should sign it so you can vote no if you disagree. Even if you disagree, that person's probably getting paid to be a collector. Give them a couple bucks, sign their petition. And I sign shit I hate. But most of the time it's young pretty girls collecting signatures, so. It's my thing. And they're working, so they're over 18. Alright. I do want to encourage you all, when this event is over, to go check out the Monroe Street Fair. This year they've expanded it. It's bigger than ever. Hash Bash has become something that many of us never thought it would be. But the one thing that I'm encouraged is that there are people coming out every day to Hash Bash. To this event, to our website, to our social media site, and they're asking the silliest questions because they have no idea, because they're new to the cause. And that's what this is all about, bringing people to the cause and educating people. So, hold on. See, that's the problem with being a weed smoker, is it takes too many hands to be a weed smoker. Now,
at least you're not a dabber.
Oh, I am a dabber. We've got. Wait, they didn't tell you when Dab Fest was? Come on, man. We got the Dab Fest coming up. All right, I actually host the Dab Wars at the OMS Dab House, so I'm going to take an opportunity to promote what I do, since everybody else is here promoting what they do. All right. So shout out to the Dab House and shout out to Dab Wars. If it was 70 degrees like it was back in the 90s, we'd all be hanging out with our dab rigs getting blasted.
Hey, I'm busting out right now. I got it.
But instead, we do it the old school way.
Please, almost got it.
This is rules, people. Make sure you don't do this at all. Do the Hash Bash. Alright, the fun is over. Now we go to work. Amazingly enough,
Adam, say something for ZIG ZAGULAR SPECTACULAR.
Yo, 2023 Hash Bash with ZIG ZAGULAR SPECTACULAR, the man himself. Been following us for years. We love you people.
Thanks for having me. This is awesome. He's also over at the Hash Bash Cup, man. Smoking down. Check that out. What's up, John? Great to see you, big. Awesome, buddy. The boss man.
The boss man, the reason why we're here.
Hang at the Hash Bash.
Coming up to kick off the speakers here, the guy that ran this show for a couple of decades, who took on a lot of challenges, who actually brought John Sinclair back into the fold years ago. He's more than earned his nickname, so let's hear it for Mr. Hash Bash, Adam Brook!
Yeah! Hash Bash! Hey, Hash Bash, how you doing? Listen, you're going to hear a lot of stuff from a lot of people today, so I'm not going to waste my time with that. Here's what I want to know. How many of you got dope on you right now? Here's a more important question. How many of you actually still have a medical marijuana card? understand that that's the only paid vote that we're allowed. You go get that medical card, and those legislators see that there's more of us. We can't hand them any money. That's against the law. But we can all go get medical cards. I ever cried during that song. We brought John out here years ago because at the time he was an award-winning DJ down in New Orleans, and we knew that this event was based on his hard work and the time he spent in prison. So it meant a lot to us to get him back involved in the weed game. So give the president a blowjob in his big chair in the White House. Walk around the streets with all our belongings in little bags. That was a John move.
I like that one, yep.
Sleep in doorways, piss in the gutter. If we want to sleep away the day, never answer the telephone, take every meal in restaurants and bars, and never exercise. And if it comes to the end of the line for us, we have every right to blow our motherfucking brains out, or jump off a bridge, or take ourselves away from here any way we might want to. Then baby, please, we got a right to our bad habits, and it ain't nobody's business if we do. I appreciate that because John and I worked together for years, and when I lost my father, he became a father to me. So
God bless you.
I suggest y'all learn a little bit about him, because what you think you know is a very small part of his life.
Thank you, Adam.
That's why I am here playing still for free. I hate the corporatization of this plant. I can't stand the fact that this is all a big money grab, and that the reason why I as a musician did this is to try and prevent people from unnecessarily losing their liberties and livelihood and not being able to recover from the experience of what people go through when they're in prison. But I'm not going to waste my time talking about that. I'm just letting you know the reason why I still continue to come every year is not to celebrate. I can celebrate at home. It's to keep fighting against the unnecessary and ineffective war on drugs. God bless you. All right, right outside.
Zagular Spectacular, live at Hashback. With the man, Adam Brook.
Mr. Adam Brook.
Hey, Hashbacks, how y'all doing? Alright, I'm actually going to follow directions. There's a sign here that says please adjust the mic so you can speak into it comfortably. I've done this once or twice before. We're going to try that again. Hey, Hashbacks, how you doing? Alright, real quick, who's got weed on them? Who's smoking weed? Ain't that feeling a great feeling to be able to do it and not worry you're going to get arrested? Yeah, fuck the police. If they want to do their jobs, fucking bring it. It's against the law to do that here. And that's why we do it. That's what this event is about. This event was started for one reason and one reason only. To say fuck you to the man. Now a lot of you guys have
kind of young and may not understand what that means. That's okay. You'll turn 30, you'll figure it out. The one cool thing, in my opinion, about marijuana, weed, dope, whatever the hell you want to call it, is that it brings people together. All walks of life, all kinds of people. I can't tell you how many times I've been handed a joint, and on the wrist of that joint, or the hand that was handing me the joint, was some tattoo that many people would find offensive if they were me, or other people for that nature. I love my skinhead brothers that are passing me a joint. I don't care what their beliefs are, they're potheads. I love my black brothers that hand me a joint, who are black nationalists, want nothing to do with white people. But we all smoke down together. The hippies, the squares, everybody. We all know people like that. Our parents talk about the people we smoked up with. Couldn't tell mom that's who our friends were. So I really like weed because of that. I love the fact that I've been for years able to bring tens of thousands of people together from all over the country because they heard about this thing called hash bash. And I like to point out that the persona is much bigger than the reality of hash bash. Hash bash started 17 minutes ago, according to the clock, and it takes place right here on the dial. You're here now, you're a party to it. You show up at 4 o'clock this afternoon, you missed hash bash. But those people have great stories, so encourage them. Because everything helps us move the ball forward. All these horrible laws we have in our state that allow you to go
ZIG Spectacular.
retail businesses and buy this product that we, for generations, have sold on the corners and the dark alleys and the houses of the people we knew and loved. Those laws are great in my opinion, even though I hate them, because they move the ball forward. They're changing attitudes. You have police officers in communities where the community no longer bothers with marijuana, period. And it's, hard stop. They look stupid. The classic example is the University of Michigan. They one year arrested 235 people here for doing exactly what you're doing. Nothing has changed. Where are they today? They're not here because they look stupid doing that in today's climate. But they still have laws against it, and they'll still pick and choose what they're going to enforce. And that's the society in which we live today. And I come for many years to protest. And now people are saying we should have a celebration. There's nothing to celebrate. We've moved the ball forward, but the game's not over. And we're certainly not winning. 2nd and 10, right, B-Rob? You got it. And we have a lot to do, which means you have a lot of work to do. You have to stand up, you got to talk to your local politician, you got to register and vote, and you got to let people know that you're paying attention. And that's the only way we're going to get to where we want to get. And I believe that it's about freedom and safe access. And you should be able to get anything you want in the cannabis space anywhere you want. Because it's completely safe. We all know that. So, one of the things I was asked to do, and it's been a long year for some of us. Last year, 2 days before Hash Bash, we lost the great legend John Sinclair. And I worked for John as his road manager for 20-some years, and we were good buddies, and he loved coming to Hash Bash because he loved to see the people who came together. And he used to grace us with one of his poems each year. We've got 2. This is a great honor for me, actually. As a lifelong Detroiter, I've spoken with this man. I've probably introduced him a couple times. It's a great honor to have him here today because he's really part of the brains behind the big operation. He's very knowledgeable. And it's not just about weed, it's about all things political. So it's a great honor to me to introduce Dr. Detroit, Professor Dave Whitty. Mike Whitty, I'm sorry.
You know I got you if you ever want to touch me.
I don't have a light. Sorry. Adam, great to see you, man. Thanks. Thanks, brother. You alright? Come on up.
Hands together and help me welcome Adam Brook!
Excuse me.
Hey, Ash Bash, how you doing? First of all, I want to thank my good old friend Tommy Spaghetti. If you don't understand what street performance is about, you don't know why we're here. Okay? This is a fuck you to the government event. I don't know who we gotta fuck, but the government. Okay? This event started because they decided you couldn't smoke pot anymore, and they passed a law. And a group of people got together and said, fuck you, we'll do it anyway. So we do it.
Fuck that shit.
I ain't never seen this many umbrellas. I ain't gonna call you names or nothing, but 20 years ago people were a lot tougher than... I'm gonna go look at my pictures. I don't think I've ever seen an umbrella at the Hash Bash. Parasol, right, there you go. But listen, just so you know, as Rick mentioned, the fight is not over. We have a long way to go. And when you see groups out there that are fighting on your behalf, our behalf, someone else's behalf, because I'm fucked, ain't nobody fighting on my behalf. I still carry my inmate card in my wallet. You asked me for state ID, that's what I showed you. It was issued 816462. It was issued by the state. I was able to pick up narcotics at a pharmacy once with that. It was pretty cool. But here's the deal. The government doesn't care about us. They don't care. We've had the sitting Attorney General of the state of Michigan up here. Well, she was trying to be the sitting Attorney General. And, no, she's not a cocksucker. The point is, we've been made all kinds of promises over the years, and none of it comes true. Biden said he'd get elected and he'd make change. He made change, all right. Jump around, it's in your pockets. Okay? The reality is, until they can get their money, there's going to be no change. The issue is a local issue. Cities like Ann Arbor that have more dispensaries than they know what to do with. Muskegon or somewhere out west on the state. They got like more dispensaries than McDonald's. I mean, who ever heard of that? Some cities don't have a Starbucks, they got 4 dispensaries. Okay, so we still have a long way to go, because the reality is, we don't need those dispensaries. You should be able to buy it where I used to buy weed. There was a wall right over there on the side of that building. Okay? And the guys used to hang out on that wall. And one day a guy shows up in the head shop I ran. I used to run Stairway to Heaven. And he says, hey, where can I go buy some weed? I said, the guy's sitting on the wall in the dreadlocks. Sure enough, He got his bag of weed first day in Ann Arbor. Shout out to Rastafari. So, my job here is to actually introduce somebody, because nobody really cares what I have to say. These are the current people running the show. You got all kinds of speakers coming up that are going to tell you about what's happening in cannabis, what's happening in the industry. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that wants you to understand that my marijuana movement became your cannabis industry. Think about that.
Think about where's your reparations?
Okay? And what you need to know is this event, because they changed the law. They actually wrote a law that took effect on April 1st, which today's April 1st, once again. And here we are. And they wrote this law, and these people said, well, we don't care, we're going to come out anyways. And the reason weed was so popular in Ann Arbor is because they had the White Panther Party,
Harry Moore! John Sinclair!
No, I'm sorry, I lost it. Oh, shit. Stoner movement happens. Anyways, this was like, more weed was sold out of Ann Arbor than anywhere. Except Ned's bookstore, but that's another story. Yeah. The point is, this started because John Sinclair was sent to prison. At the time, if you got caught with weed, just transferring it, not selling it, it was a 10 to 20 year sentence. And there were a lot of dudes in prison at that time for that crime. And John was able to prove in court that marijuana is a euphoriant and not a narcotic. And that changed the law. Because that overruled the law, sorry. They had to write a new law. The new law took effect April 1st. We used to meet April 1st. We then realized that happens midweek every once in a while, and you get a small crowd. So we went to the first Saturday in April, and we get a nice crowd. So my job, I'm here to introduce John, but I've been working with John for a few years. And I got to tell you, his politics is one thing, but if you ever have the opportunity to catch his blues, check out some John Sinclair on Spotify and all that. It's the greatest blues poetry you'll ever hear. So, I don't know, is he ready?
Yeah.
So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my friend, Mr. John Sinclair.
You're live!
I thought when they smoked marijuana you were supposed to be smarter. But here we are in the goddamn rain. What's wrong with us? April Fools, everybody.
JC!
Yeah, you know they say the gods are fickle. And they got a twisted sense of humor. On a day like today, we wake up and pray for sunshine and a beautiful day. The police in the University of Michigan, they woke up praying for a day like this. So they won. But we beat them in the end. So we're here because we legalized marijuana because of actions like this. We did this for about 50 years.
Yeah! ZIG ZAGULAR SPECTACULAR, live at Hashbash with the man, Adam Brook, kicking ass, taking names.